I don't mean that as a threat, by the way. I mean that in full respect. The only reason they're held back is because of you.
I'm aware. I don't take it as a threat. I
You
take
know
it
what I mean?
as
Or an
protecting
ultimatum, or me
her.
big dicking. Yes.
It is a complicated fucking mess in my head right now for this entire situation.
How so?
Because I picture myself fucking stabbing him, right? And watching him laying there bleed, and then everything in my head is just screaming at me to not do it. And then everything in my head is also screaming at me to fucking kill him.
There are alternatives. Get both results in the end. Do you know how I intended to punish Sheriff Hart should he pursue my wife continuously like he was?
How?
Till we came to our agreement.
No. How?
I told him that I was going to capture him again. This time he was going to be chained on a wall in a dark room with three people: his lovely wife and the two corpses of his ex spouse and daughter. He was going to see what was alive and what they were going to become. He was going to be force fed every day, hydrated through an IV. He was going to be kept alive for months after his wife starved to death. And then he would watch the corpse slowly decay. And it's just weird, out of his weird hunger, because we'd be doing a liquid diet, of course. He'd feel very distraught to know that the smell of the rotting flesh somewhat hungered him too. And then he would beg for death. And yet, for a few more months, perhaps even a year, I wouldn't allow it. And then, when I got tired of it, end it. Make that his tomb with the three corpses of those he failed. There are ways to kill people without killing them until you want them dead. If you don't want them dead now, there are ways. Finish the job later.
Every single fucking person who ever fucking touched or even threatened her, I've dealt with. Every single one of them.
He doesn't know the rules of this isle.
No, he does not.
But killing him would make him a martyr to his little flunkies, I guess.
Fuck. Everything I've ever done has been trying to fucking make an attempt to make him just fucking accept me or be happy enough or God, it's so fucking stupid. It's not
He
stupid.
would have to see you more as property.
That's all he fucking sees me as regardless. Not his sister, not family, not anything, just fucking property.
Is it religious or the family ties that keep you from killing them?
Both.
Which one outweighs the other? Are you more tied to family or faith?
He's my fucking brother, Crane.
Then you wish to show mercy in some odd way.
It's like I told you last night. I don't. I it's wanting to see him fucking suffer.
He needs to pay for his crimes, but he has family, and you wish to show mercy in the end. You want him to learn from it. You want him to get better.
Yeah, and it's fucking pointless because he's never going to change. Why would he? He's never changed before.
He doesn't change in death either.
There was a part of me that thought maybe, like maybe, if I could just make him understand that maybe he would end up like Waylon and he wouldn't be so fucking controlling. Maybe he could
You told me he declared himself a god, yes. How asinine. Of course he's not a god. He has a few flunkies, and becoming a god itself is not being declared such, but the belief of it. In many ways, I'm more god than he is. At least I have a cult.
No, he definitely has fucking followers. They follow everything he fucking says. They believe everything he fucking says, and he's taken the fucking laws and twisted the fuck out of them.
But are they truly faithful, or are they following a strong man?
No fucking clue.
Test it. Embarrass him. Humiliate him. Make him rile in the dirt. See if his people still follow.
And if they do, then they die.
Indeed. Then
I
you
don't
work your way up.
fucking give a shit about them. They can fucking go die for all I fucking care. I have no problems pulling bullets in their heads. I don't know them.
But
I don't care about them.
if you wish to keep him alive, that's your safest option is embarrassment. Make the god bleed, and the rest will no longer worship him. I offer you a gift.
What would that be?
In my trunk is a canister, my latest toxin. Perhaps he could reveal himself what he really is. Should you choose to. I'm not insulted if you don't. Take the gift, use it some other time. But I got a motif to press.
What if? So if I use that on him, he what? He
Could become more aggressive. Fight or flight. Could become sniveling brat in the dirt. Depends of what he really is. When someone fears and thinks, oh, they might be near death or anything like that, you see what the true them are. For the most part, you've seen the true face of far more people than most have in death yourself.
every single person that I fucking stabbed.
Whatever he fears, he'll fear is going to kill him. If he becomes sniveling, well, you know he's weak. If he tries to fight it or tries to fight with it, you'll know he's strong, sure, maybe dumb, but he's at least brave. At least you'll know who the real him is. Perhaps blood won't have to be shed at all. A thought. As I said, You don't have to take anything that I offer, but a gift is a gift. Use it, admire it, put it in a closet somewhere. The gift is all the same. I only do it because of respect. I only told you everything I did out of respect. I only followed you out of respect. Take it as nothing else.
Heavily considering it.
Should it work and you do use it, record the process. I wish to revel in the notes that or have that little gremlin of yours follow. You'll need backup. You denied my plague before, but you should go take somebody. Promise me that.
Yeah. I talked to Cass last night about the entire thing.
Pretentious, but he has a good head on his shoulders and he at least sees through the bullshit. To be fair, if we weren't friends, we'd be at each other's throats.
He's gonna come with me. I think.
He's a hell of a shot.
Yeah. His idea was to take out his men first to make Asher retreat to the lighthouse.
Different methods, but fear is still fear. To be fair, his might be more effective.
You think?
But if he has men on the sidelines off the aisle, or those he hasn't revealed to you yet,
oh, no, he does.
Well, then they won't know the extent of it if all those people die. All they'll see is brothers in arms dead.
He's now, only had 2 or 3 here that I've seen.
An honor guard, then.
But the ones that he had when we went back to Georgia, there were at least 12 of them. So he didn't bring them all. And I haven't seen any of the others, so I know he has more.
So you have 2 choices. Kill him. Or kill them. Excuse me. Put the fear of God in him. And have him run wherever he's running, I'm sure. Or you can frighten him and have his 2 loyal servants bring him back to the others and let them whisper about the sniveling fool that's their leader. Or you put a bullet in his head. Fuck off. You can ponder it. I offer guidance, not the totality of what you should do.
Who the fuck is this?
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Time to just accept your low-ass status.
Yeah!
I so don't have to... Insane!
Okay, that was satisfying. Or maybe just enjoying stabbing people today more than usual.
Perhaps I'm the next victim.
No. Crane, the motherfucker taught me everything, and there were moments that weren't horrible.
Mm. My father was a good man at times too when the drink wasn't in his system. There were bonding moments then too. The bad does not wash out the good, nor the other way around.
I feel like if I stab him, I'm fucking betraying something, and I feel like if I don't stab him, I'm fucking betraying Evie. Either way I go, I feel like I'm in the wrong. Just let y'all fucking kill him at this point, honestly. What I don't know, maybe it'll be better.
If you came here for an answer from me, you won't be getting one.
Helpful.
I've already been told that I'm manipulating you to begin with.
You're not fucking manipulating me.
I would like to think I'm an advisor.
That's all I've seen it. I appreciate the gift. I don't know if I will go that route, but I do appreciate the gift.
Use it another time, another situation.
If I don't kill him and I belittle him and make him feel powerless in front of his men and have him on his knees and make it abundantly clear that he does not have power and I let him leave, do you think he will come back?
Strong possibility. Depending on it might take him some time to rebuild. He'll leave his troops alive too. He'll have to regain a new power base. You kill them, that power base will come quicker. He'll make those martyrs and he'll rally his troops quicker. If he's a politician, he could spin it just well enough.
No, he can fucking spin it.
I've spun every single fucking one of my failures as a victory.
Oh, he will absolutely spin it that way. Half the shit that I've learned to do, I learned from him. The entire fucking game I learned from him for the most part.
If a student is good, eventually they should outweigh the master. It's the natural order of things.
All right.
If you
We
came here for me
capture-
to make a choice for you, didn't
No.
you?
No. I came here to, like you said, advisor. I wanted your opinion on it. I'm too close to this one because he's my fucking brother, and by my laws, I'm not supposed to fucking touch him at all. Don't stab him, don't kill him, none of it. But it's like what fucking Cass said last night. Sometimes you have to bend. And I've already bent when I killed my pops. So I want to capture his men. I want to bring his men to the lighthouse to him. I want them to fucking watch as I strip him of every little piece of power that he has or thinks he has. And then I want him to fucking thank me for keeping him alive.
Interesting. A power play in itself, yes. Prove.
And then I will give him the fucking mercy, and I will tell him to get the fuck out of Los Santos. And if he does come back, well, by that point I should be in a position where if I need to wipe him off the face of the fucking planet, then I can.
Have him escorted. Don't give him the opportunity to leave on his own.
No.
He might just find his way into the woods.
No, he needs to be put on a fucking plane.
No. Too quick. Too quick a trip home. A boat gives him time to ponder and stew on his failures. You gotta think big terms here. Hours or days.
So what? Put him on a boat, send him back to the mainland, have him go?
Slow boat, but sturdy. You want him to live.
That I can fucking do. I know a guy who runs a tugboat. Is that slow enough, you think?
Well enough. Still food. Water. Like I said, no stimuli but the thoughts of his failures.
I'm not his property, Crane. No matter what he said.
You convincing me or yourself?
If he comes back, if he actually does muster a force and comes back, then use the gas on him. Show him what he
Hear
fears
the
and then kill him.
wheeze. If he comes back, then it's my problem. The mercy is the respect I show to you by not having my men go after him. Him coming back is self-defense.
If he comes back, he's all yours. And I
Done.
gave him the chance. And you can do what you want to do. And if you kill him, he dies. I don't care. He gets one
No.
chance.
We'll find something else. Death is too finite, permanent. No lessons learned.
If he comes back, don't let Evie anywhere near him.
Au contraire, if he comes back, he'll be Evie's.
Fine. Guess we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. We'll see how it goes. One chance, that's all he's getting. At least from me.
So be it.
It's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk.
Is it open?
Yes. I suppose with your medical training, you know how to use an NRB mask properly.
Yes.
It's more personal. I kept it personal. It could have been distributed out with those lovely aerosol gas grenades that you use, but this is skin to skin, the mask touching, the skin popping. Each have their uses.
I appreciate it. If I do use it, I'll put it to good use. That I can assure you.
That I have no doubt. I never introduced my research properly to Red for obvious reasons, misuse and a destructive path for it. But to you, I gift it freely.
I won't misuse it.
My plague comes free when the right people wield it.
Alright. I need to go. I need to fucking clear my head. I think I'm gonna go kill something else, honestly.
Mm.
I'm bloodthirsty tonight. What can I say?
Do what you must. So long as it's not a member in yellow, I don't care who you put a bleed in.
Nah, it's not a member of Yellow. Might be a
I know
member
it
of
wouldn't
Orange,
be.
but we'll see. Anyway.
Let's speak about that too.
What?
What are your dealings with them?
Little to none right now. I know where the HQ is. We've talked about it. They've showed me. They won't tell me the name of their crew. All I know is they are orange. They are awkward when we talk. They're yelling, "Hail, all hail Riley," which, whatever. I don't fucking know. Everything's just weird with them right now. I have no idea.
The council's coming into fruition.
The one you were talking about, yeah.
Indeed. We're about to start setting that up. The first two are going to join us, so hopefully, when we ask them, and the basis will be formed. Am I wrong for shutting them out of this?
I don't know. You have very influential people in that crew that talk. So I don't know. But I
When
also
you say talk,
don't.
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, they will. If they don't like someone, they talk. People
I'm
listen.
sure my name comes up plenty then.
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't know. But you and I have had the conversation about sway before. I think you sway more than they do. So, I don't know. I think if it's something that they want to be a part of, let them come to you. I think You extend the invitation to those you trust and see what they do. They're either going to take it as a slight, or they're going to think you just didn't care, or they're going to take it as a full-on insult. I know them well enough for that. So I don't know.
And yet, that's the thing. I invite someone to my council who is most likely going to suggest them. If they know of them yet, which I'm sure they do.
Anybody who's been around long enough is going to know them. They'll probably question why they're not a part of it, so best have an answer for that if you're not going to invite them.
I'm not. I'm going to invite 2 crews. And then I'm going to follow the lead of a council like I should. If these 2 crews bring them to me, and they outvote me, I will have no issue with it. If these 2 crews also never either A, bring them up, or B, disagree with them being brought in, then it's not all on my shoulders, is it?
Very true.
But from what I'm seeing, I'm not impressed. Petty words and ramblings of a madman who I wouldn't even bring here. Because he's not mad, he's just a shit provocateur.
Yeah, talking about Pluto.
I was talking about Arthur.
Arthur. Arthur used to hold so much sway in the city a long time ago. Everybody knew Arthur. Everybody trusted Arthur. Everybody talked to Arthur. Arthur's been gone to the point where nobody knows who he is except for a name on a building. Don't get me wrong. I have no problems with Arthur. But
Personally, I don't either. Not a biggest fan of his, but the thought of him having the possibility of being one of the speakers at this council sickens me.
it's because he'll act like a child. That's all he ever did.
Mike Riley.
Hmm.
Pluto would have your best shot, but he's disappointed me before.
Yeah. Form the council.
That one hurt the most.
What, Pluto?
Indeed.
Yeah, same for me. More than Riley. I've known him longer. That one was unexpected. Especially considering I thought he had my back from the beginning, but
He had my utmost respect. That's not even hyperbole. I respected the man.
yeah.
That one was the betrayal. Not Riley. Pluto. That is the one that hurt.
Yeah, they both hurt for me.
Understandable, but I mean, from my perspective,
Yeah.
I know it's far different for you. I'm the new kid that did nothing. These are well-standing members with deep time ties. And the problem is I still respect Pluto, but I'll never trust him again. If they formed a council, I'll suggest Pluto. But to be fair, it's their foolish decision to make asses of themselves if they wish.
Just don't expect anything serious from them.
That's the problem
not
in
what
which
they
it
are.
lays.
They don't want serious. They don't want anything to be serious. They just want to have
Be
fun.
treated They wish to have the respect of a serious crew while never showing any in return.
Agreed.
Though I'm sure you didn't come here for me to listen to my venom on the matter. Less
Oh,
venom these days, more disappointment. The anger's faded. It's heartbreaking.
believe me, that's the right word for it.
I
The,
did
the
speak to
fact
JB
that I
though.
even. What did JB say?
Oh, nothing much. She exchanged pleasantries with me and waved, and I didn't get to talk to him in time, so I called him and we talked like humans. It was refreshing for me to speak to an orange and not worry about their intentions.
I don't think you'll have a problem with JB. Denver won't be a problem. Paul lives in his own world, so honestly. I don't know with Pluto and Riley. It's everything feels off with them all the time now. It's just, I don't even know how to read it anymore. Crane, there was a time where there is nobody else I would have wanted behind me dealing with Asher and this whole entire situation, and now I feel like if I bring them there, it'll just turn into a shit show. It is what it is.
Forgive. I'm circling the subject.
No. It's stuff that's going on in my head too, so you're fine.
Oh, you have no idea how heavy it weighs on mine. I would love nothing more than have an alliance with people I bled with.
That's what I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna be honest. I really thought it was gonna. So this council of yours, do I get to come?
No. Until you have a reason to be a rep. I do apologize. This is not a subject of favoritism. I'm not picking the crews that are joining first because I like them. They are the ones I trust. I just happen to well, like one of them really well. The other ones we get well just fine.
Hmm. Fine. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it.
Could be my downfall too.
I highly doubt that would be your downfall.
One less potential knife in the back for you later down the road then.
What, you? You have had more than enough chances to put a knife in my back and you haven't done it yet. Either you're playing an exceptionally long game or I don't fucking know.
What do I have to gain toppling you right this second?
Absolutely fucking nothing. Yet.
That was not an insult, by the way.
Oh, I didn't take it as one. I'm not out of the game yet, Crane. Very, very far from it. Just repositioning.
Oh, forgive. I'm still jealous of the fact that I can't put you in a yellow scarf.
Motherfucker, you get me a yellow scarf and I might consider it.
Give me 24 hours.
Yeah. How long has Evie been planning on joining you? How long has she known?
Doesn't matter.
Curiosity.
How long do you think? Any guesses?
Since she gassed herself with the fucking shit, or you gassed her, or whatever it was.
Hmm. About a month and a half to 2 months before I took Red off.
Seriously.
She was the first person to get her mask.
She already has a mask.
Miss Walker, do forgive. And it's the only deception I've ever gave you up front, but it was not starting without her. She denied it. I wouldn't have killed Red. I kid, but the concept still remains. She would have said no. I may have not went with it.
Hmm. So when you told me before, when you said my plague, because I do remember that conversation, you were referring to Morgan and her.
Indeed. Does this upset you?
No. Upset's not the right word. Hmm. Told you before I would have rather see her in red.
I disagree.
Obviously.
I'd rather see the both of you in yellow.
Wouldn't that be something?
We do forgive. Or at least one half of what Red used to be. The oranges are the other. I'll admit that. But you damn well know at the end of the day, when it comes to our two philosophies, yellow fits you more than theirs did.
How do you figure?
You're not talking to Pluto right now.
Point made. Since half the time they can't hold a fucking conversation. Don't get me wrong, there is a part of me that wants to take you up on the offer, but other opportunities right now. Who fucking knows down the line? I guess we'll see. I think red's more Evie's color. Not red, yellow's more her color than me, though. Or yellow or whatever. I don't fucking know at this point.
It was more mine as well, to be honest. To be fair. When I joined Red, I did think I found a home. I always want you to know that. I was going after the bygone era of what Red was. But yellow is my color.
Oh, absolutely.
As I told your daughter to read, I am The king in yellow. As such incarnate, I believe. Time will tell, though. Perhaps I am a madman in need of my own center. But perhaps I'm the god that Gigi thinks I am.
I can only handle one person thinking they're a god right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up putting a bullet into his head. Though to be fair, I think you'd make a much better god than Asher.
Fantastic title to add to your list. God Slayer.
Does have a ring to it. Alright. I have talked your fucking ears off enough for the night.
It's of no bother of mine.
I'm gonna go drive around and try and clear my fucking head, but I don't think that's gonna be possible right now. I just...
Could take a spin in my new car back there.
When'd you get a new car?
This morning.
Yeah, you don't want me driving your car. I'll break it.
I've always had a fond taste for it, but now that I got one back, it just feels right.
What is
Quiet.
it?
A coil.
Oh. I stole a coil once. It had lights and sirens on it. It was fucking great.
Hmm.
Yeah, that car was fucking sick.
I love it.
It fits you. Alright, I'm gonna go drive. If you guys are around tomorrow and they do want to assist in this situation, I would appreciate the help.
But of course, Sel, our loyalty comes free.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Have a good night, Crane.
Good night.